السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معنا أخ إن شاء الله هو أسلم جديد من مدة how long time? 3 years. أسلم قريبا، وهنتحدث عليه إيه الأسباب اللي أدت لدخول الإسلام، وإيه اللي حد في الإسلام، وإيه النقطة اللي خلت تغير مسار حياته من لا إسلام إلى إسلام. Why enter the Islam?
Growing up, I graduated from Catholic school, and coming from the 5% nation, growing up growing up in the neighborhood that I grew up in, I was affiliated with the 5% nation. And
you got to explain what the 5% nation is.
The 5% nation is also like belief in Islam, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, But there were certain things, certain factions that I went away from, and basically what it was, I was just seeking. I was seeking the right, the religion. It was like everyone asked me, why did I become Muslim? But I think I was selected because my day-to-day actions, I always would say this, like if I bathed, if I did anything, I would say this cleanses for you, Allah. I appreciate the body that you blessed unto me, so I'll do my best to return it back in the fashion that you gave it. So I started doing that, and then it was just things that were coming to me. It wasn't like I said, okay, I want to be Muslim, go to the mosque. It was things that was happening to me that I was, not so much to me, what I was seeing, what I was feeling. It was a feeling. It was like, so then I have another brother who was Muslim, has been Muslim for a long time. And on one of my birthday, he said, what am I doing? So I was, let's go to the masjid. So I went to the masjid, and I saw, and I felt. I saw, and I felt, and then I was like, so then I didn't do my shahada yet, then we leave, then we presume life is normal, doing we doing, but then he was teaching me Fatiha, because I wanted to learn some stuff, so he was teaching me and my son, he was showing me and my son, so I learned Fatiha, I started learning to speak the language, speaking in Arabic, and then I forgot it in English, so I said, what am I saying, I'm just reciting now. So I kept it going, and then we went to a masjid in New Jersey, and then, we was getting ready to leave, and then I said, nah, I want to take my shahada. I just felt it, I felt, and I was like, I want to take my shahada. So I did, and here I am, and I'm just in love with Islam, and more so, I thought I would get discouraged trying to learn the language and trying to keep up, but then I realized I'm not Muslim because of you, anyone. I'm Muslim, it's between myself and Allah. So then everyone said the same thing, take your time. So then I relaxed. Sometimes I hear debates among the, we have a football, like they debating, and I'm listening, and I'm like, and even though I'm new, and some guys are seasoned, been Muslim for a long time, I know it's not correct to be sitting here back and forth, So I just go, okay. I start reading the Quran, and then when I'm at home, things that I write out, and I learn, and I Google, and I look up, and I start learning. And then when the Imam is giving the khutbah, when he's speaking Arabic, I try to catch a word. I know what that meant. So I'm trying to catch on as you speak, So I'm just taking my time, because I know my mind. It's been a long time since reading and studying. I've been out of school, so it's getting back acclimated to studying and paying attention. But as far as being Muslim, every time I come into the mosque, it's just a great feeling. It's like everything is off me. And then what I'm seeing even now, with things going on in the world, I keep telling my wife, I feel happy. I hear what she's saying if she's having a discrepancy about something or disagreement, and I keep saying, I just feel happy. I know Allah has something great for us. It's just, I feel happy. It's just like my efforts and my intentions. Like even when I'm trying to learn and I might not get it, but I won't stop. So I know Allah, and I feel that Allah is pleased with me because I continue, my efforts and my intentions. I won't stop. So, so then when I start learning more, I get happy. So when I'm reading the Quran, I'm interested. It's like reading one of those good books and all, you just like looking forward to seeing what's he going to tell me here. And then the message is that, like, wow, I was going through something. And it's saying right here, it's like he's answering me through the Quran or through brothers when I come to the masjid. And, we have, conversations about things and things that I might have been going through without even speaking to anyone. We're actually dealing with the situation, having a conversation about it, So then I smile because I know I said, okay, Allah, you asked me, you got me, Allah, So I love it. And I love being Muslim, how forgiving he is, but I don't take for granted. Just because he's so forgiving, I don't take it for granted. Be like, I'm gonna go out here and just do whatever. They're like, oh, forgive me. No, I stand on doing right, And being Muslim didn't make me be a more generous person outside. I was doing that already. I just became Muslim. It's not like I'm Muslim now being so like, here, take this and take that. I was doing that already. So I feel like this is where I was supposed to be. If I was already doing this already, I didn't do certain things because I became Muslim, And that's why I just love being Muslim.
You feel difference between now and from the time?
Yes. Yeah. I have more clarity, I have more understanding, I don't pray for things now in this life. I pray for this life and more so the next life. Because now I'm seeing that if we pray in our works now, we could be better prepared and set up in the next life. Because right now, it's like we kind of confused and trying to find our way. I didn't know what to pray for or what to do before. So now we're just trying to figure it out. And so now, where I am now as Muslim, I feel like now we can, I can ask Allah. So in the next life, and I do what I need to do to have things set up for me in the next life, So
someone else is convinced with you
I'm sorry?
Someone else. You can convince another one? Or
That
to enter the Islam?
that pointed me towards Islam?
Yeah.
Yeah, two people. His aunt. I grew up with his aunt. We grew up, but yet I didn't become Muslim when she did. I just seen, okay, Muslim, okay, all right. And then another brother of mine who was away, in the system, she sent things to him. And he became Muslim. He's been Muslim for years. He's fluent in it. Like, it's incredible. But no one, what I love about them, they didn't say, you need to be doing this. They didn't do that. I just watched. And I watched the mannerisms, and I watched how complete the energy, and I was like, okay, all right. So once I asked a few questions, gave me honest answers, still wasn't trying to say, you need to do this, you better get ready, when you tell people they better get ready to prepare, because this is trying to scare them. No one did that to me, because once again, when I went to Catholic school, I see a lot of contradictions. I said, I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. I'm reading, our history, and it doesn't line up with what they're trying to teach me in school. What really had me change was I asked a question, and the teacher, I guess, didn't appreciate me asking the question, and I got sent to the office. But during that meeting with my parent and the school staff, it was, how is it not the right time to ask a question? Isn't he in school where you're supposed to ask a question? So I was asking questions, so they, So I started paying attention to life.